Hey guys, so it's been a minute since I've done a video, but I figure, why not? Janet Jackson, I don't know why I always talk about her, but I do. For all of you who don't know, I am part of the Jan fam. So Janet 2 weeks ago announced, or I think it's been more than 2 weeks, but maybe 2 weeks ago it went on sale, her Black Diamond World Tour. And so, yay! It's been about 5 years since she's had an album, because she's also stated in that announcement that she is working on her album. So I am excited about this. She is kicking off her tour June the 24th. And I'm really excited about that because that's around my birthday. She's going to be in Miami. I did enter into the contest, so I haven't heard if anyone has won yet, but the last day to enter the contest was yesterday. So hopefully, fingers crossed I get in. I would love to meet her. That's like always been a number one dream of mine. And I'm really excited about her new music. I don't know if it was yesterday or when she was out and about, but she was out and about, I think it was in New York with her son, who is so cute, and he's gotten so big, 3-year-old Issa, and he has like a little ponytail like she wears when she has her hair natural, and then he also has a cello on his, like he carries it with him, so I think that's adorable. Instead of like a teddy bear, he actually has a whole cello that he puts on his back, and he sleeps with it and everything, according to some interviews Janet Jackson said. So yeah, I'm really excited about this new album. We'll see what she has to say, to talk about. She has a lot to talk about, being a new mom. This is her new album, first album after her child has been born. So yeah, we'll see, the new Janet. On to other things. So we heard and saw some people of the memorial for Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gigi Bryant. Terrible, tragic accident that happened a month ago. And I just love the symbolism of things, of how her daughter, her meaning Vanessa Bryant's daughter, and Kobe's daughter, Gianna, 13-year-old Gianna, who also tragically died in that helicopter crash. Her number when she played in sports was the number 2. And so seeing that it's still February, her mom saw the opportunity to go ahead and have a memorial to honor them, being February in honor of Gianna, and the 24 being Kobe's number, famed number, to have the memorial for February the 24th, which I thought was amazing. And then 20, being 2020, her and Kobe were celebrating their 20th year of their anniversary, and the 20 years that Kobe was in the NBA. So she, being Vanessa, is left with three daughters, Natalia, Bianca, and Capri. And it was a beautiful service. I did not watch, I was at work, so I didn't watch everything. Actually, I didn't watch anything. I just saw some excerpts later on in the day, and I just thought it was great. Like, everything was just beautiful. All the speakers that spoke, and then Beyonce singing Kobe's favorite song, XO, and then singing Halo, which I thought, like, she better sing Halo because that's like perfect. So, and she did, and sounded great. And then she comforted Vanessa when she was crying, and I just thought that was so beautiful. And then we saw a lot of other celebrities there to pay their respects, and I saw that Snoop Dogg was there, and I was really, well, I should have known he was going to be there anyways, seeing that the whole, which brings me to my next topic. He talked about Gayle King, because Gayle King did an interview a month or so, I don't know how long ago it was, that she did an interview with Lisa Leslie, another basketball player, but a WNBA basketball player, also a close friend to Kobe Bryant, talking about Kobe's legacy. And Gayle King was asking her a string of questions where Lisa was just trying not to answer some of those and really felt uncomfortable, but she gave her answers and just was like, we should just kind of leave this alone kind of thing. And but Gayle kept insisting and being persistent, asking these questions, which were very insensitive, especially saying that Kobe Bryant hadn't even been buried yet. And she's already talking about some of his past, bringing up the allegation of the rape allegation that he had years ago, which, by the way, it was dismissed or something. And so, therefore, like Lisa was saying, because of that, we shouldn't talk about it. But Gayle was pretty much insisting the fact that, it was some type of a payment or something. Therefore, there was some type of admission of guilt, this, that, and the third, whatever. And so, it was just very insensitive. And so, her question again was, is it valid to go ahead and talk about his past, saying that he had an allegation, or, should we not talk about that at all? And so Lisa said not to talk about it. And then Snoop Dogg, seeing the same interview, he commented about it and had, I think, a video, and he talked about it on Instagram, and was just calling Gayle out of her name, which was, wrong. But, what he said as far as Gayle shouldn't have said anything to Lisa Leslie, or continue to talk and persist by asking these questions that were insensitive, also being disrespectful to Kobe's family. She didn't think anything about that, didn't care anything about that. And he was just saying, like, you shouldn't ask these questions, particularly at this point in time, saying that he's not even buried yet. So, so that was a big thing. And I thought, and my 2 cents on that is, I agree with Snoop. I don't agree with him calling Gayle out of her name, but he was really, emotional at the time, him saying, responding to the interview. And he was also a close friend of Kobe, so it was a little bit more emotional for him, as it should be, saying that he was already a family friend. I just think, and Gayle, by the way, had responded via video or something by saying that the network made her say this and that and the third. So she just copped it out. She didn't even own up to it. And so I just think that it's so sad that, as a grown woman, you ask these questions. You have the ability to say, yep, I'm going to ask this, or no, I'm not going to ask that. Where's your integrity as a journalist? Where's your integrity as a Black female? Where's your integrity just as a human to not even ask these type of insensitive questions? And so she didn't take any accountability of anything. And I just think that's sad. But yet here Snoop is now being asked these questions and being called out by Jada Pinkett, because he was on her Red Table Talk Facebook live show, and she being Jada Pinkett asked Snoop about these questions, and how she was so disappointed, and she felt that it was personal to her because he called Gayle out of her name, and Jada felt that it was an attack on pretty much all African American women by saying that, and she took offense to it, saying that she's African American, her mother's African American, her daughter's African American, and she just felt like he could have done better, and she just took it personally, basically saying all that was wrong, which it was. He shouldn't have called Gayle out of her name, but at the same time, he was not addressing all of African American women. So I disagree with Jada on that. I think that he was just, again, he was addressing Gayle King specifically, and he was upset with her because of what she said and asking those questions about Kobe. And I, again, felt that he was not talking about Black women as a general rule. So I disagree with Jada on that. And I just felt that he was just emotional and he was just angry, and it came out that way. So he apologized for that. However, he still insisted that, she should have and he was just trying to be protective of Kobe's family, which I feel like a lot of people feel that way, especially during this time. So my sense is, I stand with Snoop on his original tirade. I feel that, with the exception of, the profanity, I think that, he was absolutely valid in what he stated. Yes, I think Kobe's wife and children are off limits. His legacy, as far as whether he raped somebody in the past or all that kind of stuff, that stuff is in the past. Same thing for, I think, for Michael Jackson. The man has been gone for over 10 years, and people are still talking about him as if he done something yesterday or something like that. Like, there was a trial and he was acquitted. Like, all these evidence and the FBI and just a lot of factual things came out in that time period, and if they were going to hang Michael Jackson, like, pretty much literally and figuratively, then that would have happened at that time. But because there was no shred of evidence, I feel that that's something that should be left alone. Why? Because he had children, and his children are now living with this whole legacy. He left behind a legacy, his children, and his music and everything, and I think that needs to be respected. But it has not, there has not been any type of respect when it comes to the Jackson family. The media has not shown them any, and it's just like, think about that kind of stuff. I don't like how that has played out, but it's Hollywood. However, I think that people need to be more cognizant of what they say, because it does have an effect on people. So, but anyways, that's my 2 cents on it, and let me know what you guys think. But yeah, it's been a minute since I've recorded, and I just wanted to kind of put something out here. So, let me know if you guys have any topics or anything you guys want to talk about. But I'm trying to get back out here to talk more, and I'm probably gonna do a podcast. I really would like to do one. So if anyone has any podcasts or anything like that, you guys, please, let me know. I would like to maybe subscribe and kind of listen. I've never listened to a podcast, but I'm just trying to get out here and, try some new things. All right, guys, have a good day. Bye.